Ever heard
Pretty good.
of the old wives' tale of pickled watermelon rinds? You guys familiar with this and what it does?
No. Nope. That sounds like white people stuff.
It definitely sounds like white people stuff because my grandfather, who originally was from Tennessee and lived in South Carolina, talked about pickled watermelon rinds, but we never had them. And he also salted his watermelon, so it sounds like something that was like in his wheelhouse.
Sounds very southern.
Yeah. So and I learned this yesterday.
Nope, don't know.
I learned this yesterday. It was, I guess, however long they've been doing it, old white folk. It was Viagra before Viagra was Viagra. Really got your man on fire. Got him hot and heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, then start pickling some watermelon rinds, I guess. Get on after it.
Right.
That seems. Who fucking stumbles upon these things? You know, who's like ground up rhino fucking penis really gets you jacked up? You know, I don't know. I don't believe.
It comes down to some fucking crazy old man got all whacked out of his brain on some fucking just clear ass fucking Mountain Dew moonshine. Pickled a watermelon one time, got drunk as piss, and banged the shit out of his wife. I'm telling you right now, couldn't have been the shine. I shot her up every night. Eat that pickled watermelon.
Pickled watermelon.
So look, not pickled watermelon. Pickled watermelon.
Yeah, pickled watermelon rind.
Now, again, how did they stumble across that? I don't know. I mean, how did anyone stumble across anything? The first oyster. I mean, it's got thousands of years of starvation, and then followed by thousands of years of not having sex, and then followed by thousands of years of only having moderate sex, and then another 1,000 years of like just nothing but boners in pickled watermelon rinds. That's my take on history. That's my timeline.
Well, there's a lot of steps involved. Is all I'm saying. It's like you've got to get a watermelon. That I'm guessing a long time ago grew your own watermelon. Grew your watermelon. Eventually, you probably work through some watermelons here. Maybe it's a couple seasons of watermelons until you're like, you know what I should start doing with these rinds? Pickling them. You get somebody just got into pickling, and then they were like, I'm pickling everything. Watermelon rinds it is today. And fucking they pickle some watermelon rinds, and fucking down the line, he's like, you know what? Seems to me every time I eat these pickled watermelon rinds, I still fucking sharing like no tomorrow. Like, just go to town. And that's the process. That's presumably what happened, hypothetically. That's a long series of events.
And we got a long way to go to the pickling phase, too. Because you think about it, first you got to have all the humans who ate everything. And then old Jim Bob, he didn't wake up one day. I don't think those mushrooms were very good. But then you got old Ricky Bobby over there chowing down on some shrooms, starts tripping nuts. And eventually they're like, hey, man, you want to try some of those? I don't know, man. Seems like he's having a good time. And then you get all the way up to where we've tried every food. We know what kills us. We know what keeps us alive. And then we start pickling it all. And I'm sure there was some bad days in the pickling process. But yeah, eventually we got to the pickled watermelon, and nobody does it. The only reason I think they tell you it gets hardcore boners from eating pickled watermelon is because it tastes like shit, and somebody wants you to waste your dumbass time to eat something horrible to wait for something beautiful to happen just so you can get a pickled watermelon rind. The part of the watermelon that's not delicious in the first place, that nobody wants to eat, make it less delicious by pickling the shit out of it just to see if you get a boner in about 3 hours later. No. 6-month process to get a wiener hard. No.
That's a really astute. I don't know if it's an observation, but I like where your head's at there. I think I agree.
Yeah, and the first bastard that discovered this just told all of his buddies, like, "Hey boys, look, I discovered it." Burlap
sacks of pickled watermelon. Even though that's definitely not how you transport pickled anything.
Yeah.
But I feel like it gives it the vibe that we're looking for.
But I don't trust the guy who's got a burlap sack full of pickled watermelon rinds to come give all of his friends boners for the night. All right, boys, we having some fun tonight.